What if everything you've ever believed about mental strength is holding you back, and the key to breaking free is hidden in ancient wisdom and modern science? What if the greatest barrier to your strength isn't what you lack, but what you hold on to? Imagine a world where your fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs melt away, replaced by unshakable confidence and clarity. What if the key to mental resilience lies not in fighting the storm, but in learning to harness its power? In the teachings of Erfan Halge, mental strength begins with recognizing your connection to the universal consciousness. This isn't just philosophy, it's a truth echoed by modern neuroscience, which shows how our thoughts can rewire the brain and shape our reality. Consider this. Every time you choose to reframe fear as growth, you activate neural pathways that foster resilience. This is the science of mental transformation, proven, measurable, and profoundly spiritual. So how do faith, science, and ancient wisdom align to unlock your true potential? Today, we'll explore this intersection, guided by timeless spiritual teachings from the Quran, Nahj al-Balagha, and the profound insights of Erfan Halge. We'll uncover the practical steps to break free from fear and destructive beliefs, embrace mindfulness, and cultivate a strength so rooted that no external storm can shake it. Let's begin the journey to becoming mentally unbreakable, defining mental strength and the barriers holding you back. What is mental strength? It's not just willpower or resilience in the face of challenges. True mental strength is the harmony of the mind, emotions, and soul, an alignment that allows you to navigate life's storms with clarity and purpose. Let's break it down. From neuroscience, we know that the brain has the power to rewire itself through neuroplasticity. Each time you choose gratitude over complaint, courage over fear, or action over procrastination, you forge new neural pathways that reinforce resilience. Your brain is literally wired to grow stronger through intentional practice. Research shows that practicing gratitude for just 21 days can significantly increase optimism and reduce depressive symptoms by up to 30%. From spirituality, we find wisdom in verses like, "Indeed, with hardship comes ease," Quran 94:6. This isn't just a promise of relief, it's a roadmap to resilience. Hardship isn't a roadblock. It's a stepping stone toward growth when approached with faith and patience. From philosophy, Aristotle taught us that virtues like courage, discipline, and resilience aren't innate. They're built through repeated practice. In his words, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. But what holds us back? Why do so many of us struggle to tap into this strength? There are three common destructive beliefs that act as barriers. Unhealthy beliefs about ourselves. Self-pity whispers, "Why me?" Or, "Life is unfair." It keeps us stuck in a cycle of magnifying our misfortunes, preventing us from taking action. The truth is, hardship is part of the human experience, and while we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. Imam Ali reminds us in Nahj al-Balagha, patience is of two kinds, patience over what pains you, and patience against what you covet. This wisdom reflects the need to endure hardships and resist the distractions of destructive beliefs. Unhealthy beliefs about others. Comparison is the thief of joy. When we compare our lives to others, or blame external forces for our struggles, we hand over our power. As adults, we must own our choices. No one can make you feel inferior or hold you back unless you allow it. Unhealthy beliefs about the world. Many of us carry a sense of entitlement. If I work hard, I deserve success. But the world doesn't operate on guarantees or fairness. This truth can be freeing, because while life may not be fair, it's also not fixed. You have the power to shape your own reality. The first step to mental strength is identifying these barriers in your own life. As we continue, we'll uncover how to dismantle these beliefs and replace them with habits that empower you to thrive. The science of mental strength. How the brain shapes reality. What if the greatest battle you'll ever fight is within your own mind? Modern science tells us that our brain shapes reality, filtering the world through the lens of our thoughts and emotions. Let's uncover how the science of fear and resilience impacts your mental strength. The science of fear. At the core of fear lies the amygdala, the brain's alarm system. Its job? To detect threats and trigger a fight-or-flight response. This was essential for survival in the wild. But today, it often misfires. interpreting challenges like public speaking or failure as life or death threats. Here's the catch. When the amygdala is in overdrive, it hijacks your ability to think clearly, make decisions, or embrace growth. Fear doesn't just stop you, it rewires your brain to avoid challenges altogether. The science of resilience. The good news? Your brain isn't fixed. Enter neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. Every time you choose to face fear, practice gratitude, or take action, you weaken the grip of the amygdala and strengthen pathways for courage and resilience. Two key players in this process are dopamine and serotonin, the chemicals of positivity and strength. 1. Dopamine fuels motivation, reinforcing habits that bring you closer to your goals. 2. Serotonin fosters calm, balance, and a sense of well-being, helping you navigate challenges with clarity. The intersection of science and spirituality. This scientific truth isn't new. It aligns perfectly with ancient wisdom. The Quran tells us, "We have created everything in measure." Quran 54:49. This echoes the principles of quantum mechanics, which reveal a universe governed by balance and precision. Just as particles align to form the physical world, your thoughts and emotions align to shape your inner reality. A relatable example. Take Sarah, for instance, a woman paralyzed by a lifelong fear of failure. Every time she faced a challenge, her amygdala screamed, "Retreat!" But one day, she made a simple shift. She began a gratitude practice. 1. Each morning, she wrote down 3 things she was grateful for, rewiring her brain to focus on possibilities rather than obstacles. 2. Over time, dopamine flooded her system, creating momentum to face her fears. Months later, Sarah found herself pursuing a promotion she'd once deemed impossible. Why? Because she rewired her brain, turning fear into strength. The takeaway: your brain is your most powerful ally or your greatest barrier. By understanding the science of fear and resilience, you hold the key to transforming your reality. Next, we'll uncover the practical steps to dismantle fear and replace it with habits that fuel mental strength. Stay tuned. Lessons from Erfan Ehalge and spiritual teachings. What if the strength you seek isn't found in resistance but in surrender? In the teachings of Erfan Ehalge, the key to mental strength lies in recognizing your connection to the universal consciousness, an infinite source of wisdom, clarity, and resilience. Universal connection. The foundation of mental strength. Erfan Ehalge teaches us that every challenge we face is an opportunity to realign with this universal connection. The first step? Mindful surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of control over what you cannot change. This act of surrender is a form of profound trust, as emphasized in the Quran, and rely upon Allah, and sufficient is Allah as disposer of affairs. Quran 33:3. This opens the door to divine clarity, allowing you to see challenges as stepping stones rather than obstacles. Spiritual wisdom. Across teachings. This idea of surrender and connection is not unique to Erfan Ehalge. It's echoed across major spiritual texts. 1. The Quran says, "Indeed, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest." Quran 13:28. 1. This verse reminds us that true peace and clarity come from mindful connection to the divine. 2. The Bible teaches, "Love your neighbor as yourself." Matthew 22:39. 2. By fostering compassion and love, you align yourself with universal harmony. 3. Nahj al-Balagha emphasizes the importance of self-purification, wisdom, and recognizing the divine spark within you. Actionable practices from Erfan Ehalge and spirituality. Here's how you can integrate these teachings into your daily life. Mindful surrender meditation. 1. Take 5 minutes each day to sit quietly. 2. Visualize yourself letting go of the burdens you carry. 3. Imagine a connection to the universal consciousness, filling you with clarity and strength. Gratitude practice. Inspired by the Quran. 1. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each night. 2. Reflect on how these blessings are part of the greater harmony in your life. Self-reflection for purification. 1. Spend time journaling about your reactions to challenges. 2. Ask yourself, am I resisting what I cannot control? How can I align my actions with wisdom and love? Compassion meditation inspired by the Bible. 1. Focus on sending love and compassion to someone who has hurt you. 2. This practice dissolves anger and strengthens your connection to others. A transformational perspective. Imagine a man facing financial ruin. His instinct? To panic and resist the situation. But instead, he practices mindful surrender, trusting in the universal connection. Through meditation, he gains clarity, leading to a solution he never saw before. This is the power of aligning with spiritual wisdom. It transforms how you perceive and overcome challenges. The takeaway. The teachings of Irfan Halge, combined with the wisdom of sacred texts, remind us that mental strength is not just about fighting harder, it's about connecting deeper. Through mindfulness, surrender, and self-reflection, you can unlock the strength to thrive in any challenge. In the next section, we'll explore actionable strategies to break destructive beliefs and rewire your mind for growth. Let's continue the journey. Breaking down. Destructive beliefs. Rewiring your mind. What if the greatest barriers to your mental strength aren't external, but deeply internal? Destructive beliefs often lurk unnoticed, shaping how we see ourselves, others, and the world. But here's the truth. You have the power to rewire your mind and break free from these limitations. 1. Destructive beliefs about ourselves. The trap of self-pity. How many times have you asked yourself, "Why me?" This question, though seemingly harmless, is the hallmark of self-pity. It magnifies your misfortunes, keeping you stuck in the problem instead of moving toward a solution. Self-pity whispers, "You shouldn't have to deal with this." But life's challenges don't discriminate. They're opportunities to grow. Practical steps to build confidence. 1. Daily affirmations. Start each day by affirming your worth. 1. Say, "I am capable of overcoming challenges and I grow stronger with every step." 2. Gratitude practices. List 3 things you're grateful for each morning. 2. Gratitude rewires your brain to focus on possibilities rather than obstacles. 2. Destructive beliefs about others. The harm of comparison. Scrolling through social media, you see a friend's perfect vacation or career milestone. Instantly, you compare your life to theirs. But comparison is a thief. It steals your joy and gives away your emotional power. How to stop giving away power. Imagine someone saying, "They made me angry." This belief hands control over your emotions to others. But Irfan Halge teaches that you are the master of your inner world. No one can make you feel anything unless you allow it. Practical exercises to reclaim control. 1. Pause and reflect. Before reacting, ask yourself, is this reaction aligned with the person I want to be? 2. Visualization exercise. Picture your emotions as a glowing orb inside you. 2. Imagine taking back that orb from anyone who's influenced it and holding it firmly in your own hands. 3. Destructive beliefs about the world. The liberation of accepting life's unfairness. We often think, if I work hard, I deserve success. But life doesn't always follow our expectations. This truth, while difficult to accept, is freeing. Spinoza, the philosopher, said, "God is the oneness of substance." Similarly, Irfan Halge teaches that the world operates in universal unity. Accepting this unity means understanding that fairness is a human construct, not a cosmic law. Practical steps for acceptance. 1. Reframe setbacks. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" 2. Mantra for liberation. Repeat, "I release the need for life to be fair. I embrace what is, and I shape what can be." A unified philosophy for rewiring your mind. Whether it's self-pity, comparison, or resistance to life's unfairness, destructive beliefs can feel like an unshakable weight. But with intentional practice, you can replace these patterns with empowering truths. Example: imagine someone who loses a job. Self-pity says, "Why does this always happen to me?" Comparison says, "Everyone else's life is better." And entitlement says, "I worked so hard. This isn't fair." Now picture the same person rewiring their beliefs. 1. They affirm, "This is an opportunity to grow stronger." 2. They reflect, "Others' journeys don't define mine." 3. They embrace, "Life isn't fair, but I have the power to shape my response." With this shift, what seemed like a setback becomes a launching pad for transformation. Takeaway. Breaking down destructive beliefs isn't easy, but it's necessary for true mental strength. By addressing how you see yourself, others, and the world, you unlock the power to rewrite your narrative and reclaim control over your life. In the next section, we'll explore practical exercises to strengthen your resilience and cultivate lasting mental strength. Stay with me. Your transformation is just beginning. Practical tools for building mental strength. What if building mental strength was less about willpower and more about the tools you use daily? True resilience isn't built in moments of crisis. It's cultivated in the small, intentional practices we embrace every day. Here are 3 transformative tools, rooted in science, spirituality, and Erfane Halge, to guide your journey to unshakable strength. 1. Daily gratitude practice, rewiring the brain for positivity. Did you know that gratitude can physically rewire your brain? Neuroscientists have found that expressing gratitude activates the brain's dopamine and serotonin systems, creating a powerful loop of positivity and resilience. Erfane Halge emphasizes gratitude as a connection to the universal consciousness, a way to align yourself with the flow of divine abundance. As the Quran beautifully reminds us, if you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor. Quran 14:7. This divine promise mirrors the scientific findings on gratitude's transformative power. How to practice daily gratitude. 1. Morning routine. Begin each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. 1. They don't need to be grand. A warm cup of tea or the sound of rain is enough. 2. Gratitude. Reflection. Before bed, reflect on a moment that brought you joy or growth during the day. Why it works. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present. It rewires your brain to see possibilities, not obstacles. 2. Mindful meditation. Connecting with universal consciousness. Imagine your mind as a stormy sea. Meditation is the calm that clears the skies. In Halke, mindful meditation is not just a practice. It's a gateway to the universal consciousness, where clarity, wisdom, and strength reside. Step-by-step Halke meditation technique. 1. Set the stage. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. 1. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. 2. Breath awareness. Focus on your breath, feeling the air enter and leave your body. 3. Connection. Invocation. Silently repeat, I align myself with the universal consciousness. 3. Feel a sense of being part of something greater. 4. Release resistance. Imagine your fears and doubts dissolving like clouds, leaving behind a clear and open sky. Why it works. Mindful meditation activates the brain's prefrontal cortex, improving focus and reducing stress. It creates space for intentional thought and emotional balance. 3. Visualization. Your Red Sea moment exercise. Picture this. You're standing before your biggest fear, like Prophet Musa at the edge of the Red Sea. What if instead of retreating, you found the courage to part the waters? Visualization is a powerful tool that primes your brain for success by imagining overcoming obstacles. Neuroscience shows that visualizing an action activates the same neural pathways as performing it. The Red Sea moment visualization. 1. Identify your fear. Close your eyes and visualize your biggest fear or challenge. 1. See it clearly in your mind. 2. Part the waters. Imagine a powerful force within you, faith, resilience, or universal connection, creating a path through the fear. 3. Walk forward. Visualize yourself stepping through the challenge with confidence, leaving fear behind you. 4. Celebrate. Picture yourself reaching the other side, stronger and more capable than ever before. Why it works. Visualization reduces anxiety by creating mental rehearsals for success, making the real-life experience less intimidating. Guided prompts for reflection. To deepen your practice, ask yourself, 1. What's one belief you've outgrown? 1. Reflect on a mindset or story about yourself that no longer serves you. 1. How has releasing it shaped your growth? 2. How can you reframe today's biggest fear as an opportunity? 2. Write down one fear you're facing. 2. Now list 3 ways this fear could lead to growth, strength, or a new path forward. Takeaway: tools for transformation. By integrating gratitude, meditation, and visualization into your daily life, you're not just building mental strength, you're rewiring your mind, connecting with the divine, and unlocking your potential. These tools may seem simple, but their power lies in consistency. Start small, stay committed, and watch as your inner world transforms. In the next section, we'll explore how to sustain mental strength over time, turning these practices into a lifestyle. Let's keep going. Your transformation has only just begun. Prophet Musa's Red Sea moment. Faith over fear. Imagine standing at the edge of the Red Sea, an army behind you, and the vast unknown ahead. Prophet Musa, Moses, faced this impossible moment, but instead of retreating, he leaned into his faith. With unwavering trust in divine guidance, he parted the sea, creating a path where none seemed possible. This moment is more than a historical account. It's a symbol of overcoming fear through faith and courage. 1. Key lesson. Fear isn't the absence of a solution. It's the invitation to trust in what you cannot yet see. 2. Actionable takeaway. When facing your own Red Sea, pause, breathe, and ask, what's the first step I can take forward? The turning point. Your personal Red Sea moment. What is the biggest fear holding you back right now? Pause for a moment. Close your eyes if you can. Picture it clearly in your mind. Is it fear of failure? Fear of rejection? Or perhaps the deep-seated belief that you're not enough? We all face our own Red Sea moments in life. Times when the obstacle before us feels insurmountable and retreat feels like the only option. But here's the truth. The sea doesn't part until you step forward. 1. Identifying your fear or limiting belief. Let's start by identifying that barrier. Ask yourself, 1. What thought plays on repeat in my mind, keeping me from moving forward? 2. How does this fear or belief shape my actions or inaction? Write it down if you can. Bring it from the shadows of your subconscious into the light. Acknowledging the fear is the first step to overcoming it. 2. A guided visualization, breaking free. Now let's take this fear and confront it together. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing at the edge of your Red Sea. The waves crash before you, loud and unrelenting. Behind you lies the comfort of familiarity, but ahead is the unknown, the path to transformation. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. 1. Feel the fear, acknowledge it, but don't let it control you. 2. Now visualize a divine force, call it universal consciousness, God, or inner strength, guiding you forward. As you step forward, imagine the sea beginning to part. The path isn't easy, but with each step the waters make way. Your fear doesn't disappear, but it no longer holds you back. You're moving forward with courage, alignment, and purpose. 3. My Red Sea moment, a personal story. Let me share my own breakthrough moment with you. There was a time when I doubted my ability to create change. I was trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and fear, believing that the circumstances of my life were beyond my control. But then, a mentor introduced me to the practice of mindful surrender. One night, as I sat in quiet meditation, I finally let go of my need to control everything. I embraced the unknown, trusting in the wisdom of the universe. In that moment, I felt a profound shift. My fear, though still present, became a guide rather than a barrier. From that point on, I started taking small, intentional steps toward change. Over time, those steps created a ripple effect, transforming not just my life, but the lives of those around me. 4. Your turn. Reflection prompts. Now it's your turn. Reflect on these questions. 1. What is the one fear or limiting belief you're ready to let go of today? 2. What would it feel like to break free from that belief? 3. What's the first step you can take right now to move forward? 5. A closing reminder. Your Red Sea moment is waiting for you. Not to test your limits, but to reveal your potential. The power to part the waters lies within you, aligned with the universal consciousness that guides us all. Take that step today. Trust in yourself, and trust that the path will unfold. In the next section, we'll explore how to sustain this mental strength for a lifetime, ensuring that your transformation becomes a permanent part of who you are. Throughout this journey, we've uncovered a profound truth. The answer to your greatest challenges lies not outside, but deep within you. Your fears, your doubts, your limiting beliefs, They are not walls, but doors waiting to be opened. And the key? It's in your hands, forged by the harmony of faith, science, and the universal connection we all share. 1. Inspirational call to action. Today, I invite you to take just one small step toward becoming mentally stronger. 1. Start by identifying one belief that no longer serves you. 2. Replace it with an empowering truth. 3. Commit to a daily practice, whether it's gratitude, mindfulness, or self-reflection. And here's the most important part. Don't keep your journey to yourself. Share your story in the comments. Tell us. 1. What fear or belief are you letting go of? 2. What first step are you taking today? By sharing, you inspire others. Together, we create a ripple effect of strength and transformation. 2. A resonant closing quote. Let's end with a timeless reminder from Rumi. The wound is where the light enters you. Your challenges are not your end. They are the beginning of something extraordinary. Your challenges are not your prison. They are your bridge to freedom. Step forward with faith, science, and wisdom guiding your every move. Through every struggle, every doubt, every Red Sea moment, you are discovering your true self. Or, as Naj al-Balagha so beautifully puts it, he who knows himself knows his Lord. 3. Final words of encouragement. The journey to mental strength isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to the person you were meant to be. So take that step today. Believe in your power to transform. And remember, the universe is always on your side, waiting for you to align with its infinite wisdom. I can't wait to hear your stories. Until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and keep moving forward.